Who's going to win this match, Greg?
I'll be honest with you, Albany. I'm giving the edge to Albany. First of all, their attack is great, led by number 10, Jack Burns. Jack Burns, of course, is the son of John Burns, who is the coach. John also plays for Schenectady and a few other teams in the old boys side. But, Jack quarterbacks this team and does a really good job of getting all the space they can out of this pitch, which is not an easy thing to do. So I look for them to make this a three-dimensional game, right, left, and they're going to up, and then they're going to kick for length. So Jack's going to do a really good job, I expect, of strategic and tactical kicking.
All right, strategic and tactical kicking.
Yes, strategic meaning he's going to kick for, field position, stuff like that. Tactical meaning he's going to, as a defense comes up and shuts down the attack, he's going to kick through to keep the defense honest. At least that's how I separate it in my mind.
I'm with you. I'm with you 100% until I'm not.
Yep.
And that's when all bets are off. All right, so the Lumberjacks are a combination of Rochester and Wisconsin?
Yes.
Is that accurate? Okay.
Yes.
So it's almost like a throughway battle between Rochester and Albany, and a different kind of throughway to Wisconsin.
If you take the throughway through Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, all that fun stuff. Yeah, you're right. John Morgan, today's referee from New York New York Rugby Referee Society.
John Morgan?
John Morgan.
Not to be mistaken for John Morgan, the founder of this tournament, along with John Prusmack.
That's right. Different
Morgan. There's Morgans all over the place. But in the meantime, the Albany Knicks out of their own end. There's a little bit of a line drive helicopter kick into touch. Well done to get his team some breathing room and put the ball basically at midfield, so it'll be a line out to the Lumberjacks, who are in that, as you said earlier, the black and the blue with the yellow numbers, and the Albany Knicks are in the white with the blue hoops and the white numbers.
Those jerseys look awfully clean for a team playing the second day of a tournament.
Yeah, I was just looking at the scrum half shorts, which are dark and dirty, as you would have.
We'll talk later about why you were looking at his shorts, but for now.
I was noticing the contrast between these beautiful jerseys and his dirty shorts. Anywho, there's a whistle. That's going to come back.
Yep. That's a timing play right there. Jack takes the ball as a 10 and is trying to get his inside center to crash in front of him, and that's exactly what he did, except the timing was just a bit off, so the pass was slightly forward. That's something they're going to have to adjust, because you hate to screw up attacking position like that in midfield. You want to get down inside your opponent's half and play down there. Again, tournament rugby, you just want to play on the other team's end.
All right, here come the Lumberjacks with the game's first scrum. Tap and the put in.
Oh, great shove by Albany.
Wow. Is that a sign of things to come? And
directly out.
Yeah. Oh, a game of inches, and they lost that battle.
This is a crafty veteran move. Yeah. Outside your own 22, you got to find turf before that ball can bounce into the touch, and they went directly into touch, and of course, no gaining ground there. It's going to come back. Albany with throw in from where it was kicked.
So I would imagine the Albany side they know each other. They play with each other all the time, whereas the other guys are kind of like a ragtag, just get together here at the tournament, right?
Yeah, but let's not forget that they're in the championship game, right? This ragtag group, as you put it, they earned their way here. Scrum advantage here to Lumberjacks there.
By no means did I mean that as an insult.
I know
that you're a little sensitive.
This is a great kick here. Finds the gap in between the defenders and puts Albany under pressure.
Good relieving kick.
Get him on sides.
Coming back. Gets him on sides. Good tackle, too. He did it all on that play.
Yep.
And it's a whistle and it's a penalty, Greg.
High tackle. Got to get him lower. And that was a quick play there. Jack Burns came and put everybody on side. Made the first tackle, but then there was a quick offload. Surprise tackle, which is probably why the defender didn't get low. High tackle. This is a great scoring opportunity for the Lumberjacks.
Is it too early to say I'm a lumberjack and it's okay?
There it is. Who had the over-under on that? Was it 5 minutes?
It was just a question.
5 minutes before we got the Monty Python
reference.
Is it
too early? I just want to know if it was too early.
No. Never too early for the Python.
Okay. All right.
No one?
No, I'm with you, Monty Python. With you, kid. Preaching to the choir. But now we've got number 23 kicking this for the Lumberjacks.
Yep.
Andrew Spencer. And his kick is up. And his kick is no doubt about it. That is good. Spencer, if you're looking for a kicker, Spencer for hire.
I see what you did
there. It's right in itself.
Right there.
Right in itself, folks.
3-0 Lumberjacks. Just about 5 minutes into the first half.
We have had quite the day of rugby on this championship pitch today so far, and I keep going back to that East Side Hyenas versus Elysium match. I can't even say their name right at this point. Second overtime period, sudden death. The Hyenas managed to squeak out the win despite being down a man. And oh boy, that was an almost. But now a counterattack from Albany. And that woke up the crowd and woke up yours truly as well. I apologize.
Yeah, the winger and everyone thought that ball was going into touch, and it didn't. Had a nice fortuitous bounce. But for some sloppy hands, that was a breakaway for the Lumberjacks. There's that strategic kicking I was talking about by Burns. Put it down in between the defenders. Good recovery. Right back at him.
Oh, friendly fire there on the collision on the reception, but nobody told that guy. Yeah. Oh, my, he's like a bull on the rampage. That's what you like to see. What a battering ram. Smash your own teammate, take the ball and destroy a couple of the would-be tacklers. And there's a knock on it, so it'll be a scrum down in contact.
A key thing for this game that you watch is we have this kicking game. It puts teams under pressure, and so they have to react. We already saw one high tackle as a result of that kind of sudden reaction and the surprise tackle, if you will. Watch again as on the attacking team as the scrum has to try to get the ball out quick and see how their players are catching it flat-footed. If they're catching it flat-footed, that means you're not expecting it, and chances are you're going to lead to a turnover, which is just what we had there. The Albany, I can't remember his number, but the Albany player caught that ball flat-footed, took it into contact, and was outnumbered right away. You want to catch the ball at pace when you're on the attack.
Absolutely. But I'm just impressed by Cody Clifford, the number 2, the hooker for the Knicks, with that
penalty here again.
Run.
That great drive from Albany. This is the second one they've dominated. This could be a feature throughout the game. A good chance for Jack Burns to gain a lot of territory here.
Burns finds touch with no problem. The Irishman out of Tipperary.
It is a long road.
I can tell you the one about the Rary Bird later on. We don't have time for that. But the punchline is it's a long way to Tipperary.
Normally, rugby teams, and I say in the normal world, outside of the tournament world, the teams that play together, set pieces like this, your line out, you are expected to win. This is the one thing you can practice over and over.
And the Knicks come away with it.
So dominant scrum, decent line out. This is a pretty good recipe for a positive Knicks outcome.
There's a little kick over the top, fielded nicely with no problem, and quickly turning the corner, getting the ball upfield are the Lumberjacks. But it's a knock-on and a scrum down to the Knicks.
I think it was a slight forward pass there in the exchange. And again, good pressure by Albany. That's what you get when you have this kind of tactical kicking. Keep the defense honest. Scrum half there for the Lumberjacks. Fielded the ball in midfield, sitting on the 22, so he's not quite sure what to do. Passes it, and the defense is right there. Good pressure by Albany.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is the 51st annual Can-Am Rugby Tournament. This match is between the Albany Knicks and the Lumberjacks It's the Men's Club Championship. Greg Gilliam, I'm Matt McCarthy. We're in the booth, and this has been one heck of a tournament so far, and we're just getting started. Here we go. Crashing into contact, but maintaining the ball are the Knicks. Looking on the outside, they might have numbers, but that window's shut. But Burns able to weave and bob and get his way through and get a pass off.
Yeah, that's right. This is it's unfortunate. They had that crash ball. Albany has that quick crash ball there, but then you got to get the ball out cleanly and quickly to take advantage of that crash ball. They didn't get it out quickly or didn't get it out cleanly, and as a result, you had a little bit of pressure.
And Greg, here's another kick that doesn't find its mark.
Yep, that's a mistake.
And here comes the counterattack. Here's Burns right back at it. Weaving his way by midfield. His head hits the shoulder of his teammate. That's not good. You don't want that happening. But he's up and he's okay. They say redheads are the toughest people
going
on
forward.
The planet.
There you go. That's right. See how he was going forward on that front foot there? That's what you want. Watch this. Ball's out.
Yes. Clifford gathering the ball.
A little bit flat-footed, but that's all right.
You don't want to be taking those passes on the hop, up in the air. You got to take them on a burst. And that's a fine line in a championship here, but they win the penalty, so they'll have a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, the Lumberjacks are doing great pressure at the breakdown. A little too aggressive there. Let's see if Albany can do with this. Really good pressure at the tackle and the ruck. Now, again, Albany should win this. The set piece, they should have the advantage here. They clearly have the advantage here, but they should win it. And it's a nice attacking platform. See where they're going to go from here. As we take our sweet time forming this lineup.
So when are we going to put a time limit on lineouts?
Theoretically, there is one.
So when are we going to put a time limit on lineouts? All right, here's the throw in from Albany. Clifford connects. Oh, he doesn't. It's spoiled by the Lumberjacks.
It was well defended for that, the Lumberjack lineup.
Certainly was, and now they're barreling forward. He's not going to be denied. It's going to take more than one tackler to get him to the ground. Gets his team some more.
Go forward ball. They got numbers.
There's a skip. Can he keep him in play? Now he's tackled into touch. Good defense from the Knicks. Maybe a little inexperience on the wing there. You don't want to get too close to that line, especially when you got somebody inside you, and or maybe
spot on
squib kick.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Lumberjacks did a great great job of getting that ball wide and into space, and then Albany, for their part, did a great job of shutting down that space.
The best thing that you can do for a non-tackler like yours truly is run close to the touch line so I can just push you out.
Use it as an extra defender. That's right. And if the wing's going to help you do that, let him do it. Sloppy ball again.
Cleaned up. Taken upfield.
Well, if our first support carrier needs to be running forward.
That's a good stick. On that tackle, Burns. Again. They're skipping 12 just about every pass. I don't think they're fooling anybody anymore.
They're trying to use width, but we're going to come back here for an offsides penalty. Yeah. This goes back to what we were talking about earlier, Matt. Really good pressure for the Lumberjacks at the breakdown. Really good up-in-your-face kind of defense. As the game wears on, they get a little bit lazy, get in front of the last foot of the breakdown, and this is what happens. You get dinged for offsides, giving Albany yet another chance to get some decent field position and set up a good attacking platform.
All right, so I'm going to go back to Burns has now skipped Nick Shaw, the number 12, like three times. I'm giving Nick Shaw the ball on the next one.
Yeah.
Let him smash. Let him see if he can get through that line.
Yeah.
They haven't let's test him. He's a brute. Look at him.
Yeah.
He looks like Aquaman, Jason Momoa, or whatever his name is.
I mean, some could see that, yeah.
Get him in there.
Got to win the line out first.
Put a hat on and hit somebody, for crying out loud. In the meantime, we got the line out.
Yeah.
And as you said, you got to win the line out first, get the ball.
Yeah. So let's go back to this penalty. Offsides penalty here because the aggression of the Lumberjacks. Albany kicks for territory, but if you can't win your line out, it's all for naught.
Yeah.
Right? You have to win your set piece.
And who wants this line? Albany gets it in the end.
They got lucky.
They got lucky. They drew it up. That was exactly how it was drawn up.
That's right. Nice crash ball.
There you go. I like that. Keeps the defense honest.
Now we need it quick.
And another reason you don't want you can not do the skip the next time is because the defense is probably cheating, thinking you're going to do the skip.
Lumberjacks are aggressive in their defense, that's for sure. And now we have a compressed field for Jack Burns to play with.
Oh, I like this from Burns. A mark is called.
Yep.
That's our first mark call of the day. And some people are wondering what the heck a mark call is. It's basically rugby's fair catch. And wow, what a position. I'm going to have a hard time speaking the rest of the day.
I understand. Take a breath. There you go. Let
Territorial pickup by the Lumberjacks.
Right. But this is what we were talking about earlier in the game, the tactical kicking by Jack Burns, right? He sees that defense coming up, which is a theme, a developing theme in this match. Lumberjacks defense in your face. So Jack tries to kick over him. Good coverage by the Lumberjacks, able to call mark and gain some territory.
All right, here come the Knicks.
A lot of possession for Albany so far, but nothing on the scoreboard.
You know, the Lumberjacks have been disruptive at the breakdown. They haven't allowed the Knicks to really set the platform with any consistency until that time.
Right. They got a good steal here for the same thing we just talked about.
Now, he ran around as number 9. That's not an obstruction?
No, because there's no tackler there. It's ugly and messy and no one likes it, but there's no tackler there who's getting obstructed.
All right, number 3, who actually looks like a Lumberjack for the Lumberjacks, had taken that ball to ground before it was passed outside.
Yeah.
A nice crashing run.
Again, they need a quick ball from that. It's a little bit slow.
Yeah, they're kind of telegraphing things a little bit right now.
Nice run. Bless you.
Thank you.
Scrum advantage to Albany. Yeah.
All right.
It was knocked forward there in the tackle. The Lumberjacks attacking down the far side, the weak side. And as a result, they kind of knocked it forward there. But good job from the fair kick, getting down here into territory. Good job maintaining pressure, getting a turnover, and keeping it. They moved all the way down into Albany's 22 before they knocked on.
I'll tell you what.
They need a finish.
In that advantage, I would have liked to have seen Tyler Lombardoni, the number 5, run full speed at defenders. I don't know, he kind of, he's doing the I'm going to fake you out thing. Look at the size of you, pal. Run over somebody.
The big guys running at full speed are harder to tackle. That's, what's that word? Physics.
Yeah, physics.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a break in the action again. A little instruction from the referee. What's he telling them?
John, what he should be telling him, John's telling him right now, hey, I don't like what I see. Let's listen to what I say and then do it. Like when I say crouch, you crouch. When I say bind, you bind. When I say set, you come together. So he's not getting compliance somewhere, and he should be putting that on somebody so they know that they're responsible.
All right, here's the tap and the put in. Burns, he kicks to the open space. Nice strategic kick.
Open space.
And the kick chase is good, and that's important from the Knicks. Burns now, again, line drive. Right back the same way, putting number 9 on his heels.
Oh!
And that's going to come back to where he kicked it from because it sailed directly out beyond his 22. Maybe he heard us in the booth saying, okay, you don't want to get not tackled in the touch. Try a kick.
Maybe that's why he didn't kick it before, right?
All right, kick it on the ground, though. Kick a line drive squib kick on the ground.
That's exactly right. Unfortunate there. It was good kicking by Burns and then good recovery by the Lumberjacks to cover that. What's his scrum house name?
Stu.
I'm glad you can read that. Anyway, that's good coverage by him. There's a couple of kicks that he's covered well on. He did the mark, I believe. So they've done that well.
There's no number 9 listed in this roster.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Lucky line out again by Albany.
That's a nice
tackle,
run.
nice offload.
Little defend, continue to go. Where's the support?
He's isolated.
All right, support got there a little tardy, but better late than never. Now some opening.
Yeah.
Good catch off the shoestrings on that pass.
High tackle advantage to Albany, so they're going to try and do something fancy.
Burns tries to squeeze it through there on the squib kick.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a rather animated discussion with the Lumberjack captain and John Morgan, our referee.
It's Andrew Spencer, right?
The conversation that, for my taste, have gone on too long, as Albany selects to go for posts.
I think that's smart. Although you see both flags blowing left to right. Old Glory and the Maple Leaf.
Burns is going to try and tie this up, but both teams really kind of – Albany's had a lot of the possession, and they just really kind of need to get into a rhythm. A little bit frantic right now as he ties this up.
Yeah, that was right down Broadway. Line drive kick right over the post. No ifs and buts about it. So we are deadlocked at 3. We got a defensive slugfest, but we've also had some exciting open rugby played from both sides. So, now that was the feeling out process.
Yep. We're about 20 minutes into the first half. Tie game 3-3, and right now we've seen the Lumberjack pressure pay off. We see them spoil, or at least waste, I should say, some counterattack opportunities. Albany, for their part, doing some good kicking, but have yet to capitalize on it. Ooh. It's another ball that just died down in the corner.
And just watching it bounce a couple of times, calm as can be, and then getting that kickoff. And now a counter from the Lumberjacks, and maybe finding a lackadaisical defense from Albany by surprise.
See how their support players are catching this ball going forward.
Nice. Missed. There was a whiff by Clifford on that tackle.
2 whiffs.
And
3 whiffs.
Burns played touch with him. Did he hold on? He did, and he got it in.
Yep.
Who is that for the Lumberjacks? We'll get you that number in a second.
20 minutes in. I can't say that's Draxon Trotter, I think, is the guy who gets getting credit with the try. 20 minutes in, and it looked there, quite frankly, that Albany just got tired. I counted 1, 2, 3 missed tackles.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, but credit the Lumberjacks for go-forward ball and nice offloads.
You don't want somebody running right up the middle of the pitch like that.
Which is exactly what they did. They were under pressure here. Their center did a nice dodge on the tackle, and then it was just right up the gut. And to your credit, Matt, it's exactly that all stems from that lackadaisical support on the kick that allowed the Lumberjacks to get into Albany territory and set up that attacking platform.
Here's Andrew Spencer with the conversion attempt. He's got that prototypical body type for a kicker that we're so used to seeing.
Yeah, usually at the fly half position, number 23 is what you want to see.
I wouldn't want him running at me, and he can kick. So
yeah,
and he just made that conversion, and he put his team up 7 points. So kudos to Mr. Spencer.
If my watch is correct, we're just under 3 minutes. 10-3 to the Lumberjacks. Albany, having most of the possession, has to feel a little bit frustrated at this point, but let's see if they can keep it together.
All right. Here's Burns getting us restarted. Kicks it deep to number 14.
Still under pressure, deep in their own end, trying to figure something out. Did not. Yeah, he's going to come back for that. That was a good obstruction. That was a good obstruction call. There you had a tackler going after the ball carrier when the ball carrier used his own player as a blocker. So that was a clear and obvious call. Good job by our referee, John Morgan, picking that up. Again, Albany maybe a little lackadaisical under the pressure, but maybe they stepped it up a little bit there and they earned that penalty as they go for posts.
as they go for post and try to get themselves within 4.
They like it. 10-6 in favor of the Lumberjacks. Late in the first half. All that rain we had earlier today, the field seems remarkably dry.
Yeah.
Conditions seem remarkably dry.
Well, the different weather system that just came in is now the heat and the sun.
Are they bringing in the smoke from Canada's burning?
We've got hail coming in.
We've got hail coming?
We've got hail size of golf balls coming in.
Nice.
And it's going to be a horizontally blowing hail. It's going to be like Galway.
Sure, you say
hail.
so, yeah. Another deep restart kick.
And the Locusts. Well, they didn't like that.
That was Jack Burns kicking right into the booth.
Scared the bejesus out of me.
I know. I think, Brian, are you okay? Do you need to change your pants? Okay.
That's Brian Sheehy, Mr. Poopy Pants.
He is now.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack would have liked to have that one back. That's not a big gaining ground here as we get to the final seconds of the first half. Lumberjacks may get away with some cheap points here to end the half. Let's see how they do. Good tackle.
Here's Spencer with a pass to nobody.
And
that's going to be a knock or what, a forward pass? Or it's going to be a line out.
From my point of view, the ball was thrown forward.
I thought it was forward.
But it was thrown forward in a touch, so it should be an option to Albany to have the touch or the line out or the scrum. And it looks like Albany's going to go to the scrum.
You are correct, sir. 10-6 in this men's club final.
I have the time gone in the first half, so we're very close to the end of the first half. And I think the Lumberjacks are going to be a bit upset with themselves they didn't get some points there because they had some really good territory, good opportunity, just but for an errant pass.
There's the put in.
Albany's dominated the scrum so far.
Burns. Nice tackle again from the number 13.
Ooh, you can't do that.
Carter Cole.
They got away with one there. Oh, they got away with one.
And now a penalty.
Yep. Yeah, I thought the scrum half was harassed there for Albany. I thought that was close.
Tell them what your penalty was, Greg.
Yeah, so once recent law change for World Rugby, when the scrum half is playing the ball at a ruck, you really can't harass the scrum half once the scrum half's within a meter of the breakdown, and that's what I thought I saw there. Referee Morgan obviously is the one with the whistle and was closer, so he decided to play on. When they played on, it looked like we had a deliberate knock, not cardable, but one of those things where it was knocked down deliberately by Albany, again interfering with the continuity. As a result, it's a penalty, and the Lumberjacks may get some sneaky points at the end of the first half after all.
Spencer's had his number called a bunch today so far, and he has earned every minute of airtime. What a kick that was.
Yeah, they got it in. We're still a one-score game here at the end of one.
All right, so before we take a very brief break, what does Albany have to do to win this game?
Hang on to the ball. They're a little bit flat-footed, a little bit slow as the sun comes out and the humidity gets going here in the afternoon. But they need possession, and they need to get some rhythm going. And credit to the Lumberjacks. Their defense is doing a great job of disrupting it.
And what do the Lumberjacks have to do to win this?
First of all, they're going to have to continue to play that aggressive defense, and they have to know at this juncture, knock-ons by Albany or anything that's going to result in a scrum reset or a scrum restart rather, is going to be advantage Albany. So they're going to want to play that kicking game. They're going to want to play that tough defense and still keep covering Burns' kicks.
All right. We'll be right back with our second half just after this.
Before the final match, come on up and see us in the broadcast tower. As well as if you have a name you'd like to recognize in the following Rogers tribute, you can come up and say something as well.
All right, no idea if we're live or not, but we're going to get underway here in the second half. 13-6 in favor of the Lumberjacks as they receive the restart kick. It's correction, the kickoff. First phase crash ball again. Oh, nice rucking there, but according to our referee, they weren't on their feet, diving over. Got to stay on your feet as you go into that contact. And once again, Albany selecting points. This should be a high percentage kick, but I'll be honest with you, should's one of my least favorite words because it means nothing, right? I should floss between meals, but I don't. Jack Burns lining up here for the penalty kick. Bring his team within 4. He misses it wide left. Another wasted opportunity for Albany. Penalty, though, is a result of, again, that aggressive Lumberjacks defense. They were supporting their player in the ruck. Players coming in to stop the counter ruck, and they come in hard and lose their feet. 22 drop for the Lumberjacks. Nice kick. Albany will be restarting in their own half.
Well, that's a good kick from Burns, Greg.
He should have let that go. I don't think that was Burns kicking it.
But I don't know if they're charged. I grabbed him out of the box. But
Whoever kicked it, that was a good kick.
It was a good kick, but I think for my thing, he should have let it go and it would have gone dead in goal, and they would have had a scrum up where he kicked it from.
Thank you.
So tough, let me talk again.
It's easy for you to say.
Such a tough thing as a fullback or a winger when that ball's in the air. Sometimes you look up, you want to track the ball, obviously, to catch it, and you kind of lose where you are on the field. So you don't know how close you are to the goal line. It's really tough to gauge if that ball's going to go into goal, dead in goal.
Oh, there's a burst through that line out.
Yep.
It's number 3 again.
Penalty right there, not releasing.
Seth Simon.
That's the second breakdown penalty for the Lumberjacks to start the second half. That is what we call in the industry a disturbing trend.
Yeah, okay. Which industry?
Yes.
Pretty much any industry.
Yes. You don't want to make those mistakes. Here we are again, Albany with their line out inside Lumberjacks 22. They have to capitalize on this. They really don't have to, but yeah, you get the idea.
It's not life or death.
No.
You know, we're not on a survival island.
You'd really, if you're Albany, you really want to see yourself capitalize on this good field position.
If you had your druthers.
If you had your, I don't know what a druther is.
If you had your choice, your optimal choice.
Clever line out,
you had
adjustment there.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Ground ball pass. You love those. Fielded nicely by the shortstop.
Good quick ball is what they want here.
There's Burns. Now they're starting to. They're still skipping.
Yep.
Short for something.
That's just their design to get wide, to get width. Excuse me.
Did he miss training? Is that what happened? Ball lost backwards. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be a knock on in contact. That's unfortunate for Albany.
Yep. Now we're going to see if Albany's scrum can get the ball back, because they've been dominant in the scrum so far, and we'll see what halftime adjustments. In that brief halftime, we'll see what the Lumberjacks were able to do to counter the Albany scrum. Got to give credit to the Lumberjacks, though. They're doing a really good job of in-your-face defense.
Here's the tap and just the put in, no tap.
That was dumb. That was dumb.
Tell the folks at home what you just saw.
I saw an early shove by Albany. That means they're not listening to the referee, and that's a terrible spot. If you're Albany, it's a terrible spot to do that, because you have a good opportunity to shove them back and take possession. Here, though, it's a free kick to the Lumberjacks.
And there's that man Spencer again. And that's a good kick.
Great kick. And again,
Oh.
finally found touch. It's going to be Albany's throw-in, and they're going to go quick.
And Burns counter punches with a kick of his own.
That's right.
But it's behind the 22, so he can kick it, and he chooses not to.
Oh.
Is he calling him?
In the exchange there, apparently there was a shove. Some discipline
look
errors.
at this. Streaking down the opposite side, number 14.
Uh-oh. The referee calls time off. He's going to probably call someone over and say, what you're doing is naughty. I need a change in behavior. So he's either going to tell Albany, look, you got to straighten this out, or he's going to send someone to the bin.
And number 14, I'm trying to read the chicken scratch handwriting here, but I think it's Tyreek Toma.
The Sanskrit that passes for somebody's handwriting.
Yeah.
All right. We've had our conversation now. We're making our point. Okay. Go feel shame. All right. So this was a big moment here, because this in-your-face defense for the Lumberjacks is causing some problems for Albany. And Albany, at least right now, is beginning to show some cracks in their defense. So I should say their discipline. And that's not a good thing. As a result of those last two penalties, we now are in a situation with the Lumberjacks attacking just outside the Albany 22.
All right, here come the Lumberjacks. Despite all the things that you've said, they have a lead.
Yeah. That's usually how this works. The team with the most points typically wins.
And so far, the team with Andrew Spencer is the team that's going to win.
Yeah.
You talk about a contrast in fly halves.
Lumberjacks are playing a good pressure-type game, good hard runnings, little go-forward ball there. Who's that number 3?
That's Seth Simon.
He's been doing some great runs. There's another go-forward ball here with options, their hooker.
He's the manager for the under-23s.
Ooh, that's going to be a penalty card.
What do we got, Greg?
Ball coming out of the breakdown, and it looked like an arm came out for Albany, and this could be a deliberate knock-on, and the question is going to be, is it a penalty or penalty yellow card? John, again, willing to have a conversation with his assistant referee, Anthony Landgrove. What did you see?
We got some pointing.
Yeah, we've already had one conversation. This is the second conversation. Again, we're talking about what's being asked for is a change in behavior by the players. And the referee is satisfied that the conversation is going to get that change that he's looking for.
And they're barreling toward the line, trying to take advantage of this penalty. Can they crack it again? This would give them a much wider margin and put a lot more pressure on Albany should they be able to carve this one out.
Right there.
And they are just knocking inch by inch. And not giving an inch is Albany. And it is in. They got it, Greg. It looks like it's number 2. It looks like it's our man. Up, Luke.
Luke G.
Luke G. Can't
Luke
read
G.
it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't read it.
Apologies to Mr. and Mrs. G and the G family, but we're just going to go with Luke.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Discipline. That's what got Albany in that hole, their lack of discipline. And as a result, Lumberjacks capitalized on it. We've been saying this all day, right? Tournament rugby, you want to minimize your mistakes and capitalize on your opponent's mistakes, and that's exactly what the Lumberjacks did there. So credit to them.
And this is Spencer's most difficult angle today, isn't it? I'd say.
Yeah.
He's hit these already. Flags again, blowing left to right. If you're watching what we're watching, that's left to right. And no problem.
Yeah, they got through.
Spencer nails it. Gives his team another 2 points, and that's a big 2 points.
2-score lead for the Lumberjacks. And I've got 15 minutes remaining. This is about the time if you're Albany.
Where are you going in 15 minutes? You're not going anywhere in 15 minutes.
I'm not going anywhere.
You just said I have 15 minutes remaining.
I had 15 minutes remaining in this game, according to
we
my
have
watch.
15 minutes remaining.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, we.
You're going nowhere.
The Albany a little bit under pressure now, to say the obvious.
Well, you know, you're not going to win a championship scoring 6 points. I'm sorry. So they've got time.
They do have time.
2 tries. And they've got the ability. Yeah, Spencer. Kicking to the guy that can kick, though, isn't going to help you. Was he behind his 22?
Yeah.
Yes, so it's going to be a line out to Albany just inside the 50.
And based on what we've seen in the lineouts for Albany, I mean, what do you think the chances are that the Lumberjacks walk away with this ball?
Pretty good. Pretty good. And, you know, you
Right.
look on the other side of the pitch, too. There's wind is going it's going left to right on that
Yep.
side of the pitch, too. So,
But if you know that, my point is, why is Jack kicking deep so that they can kick it to touch, right?
Right.
You're going to have to kick shorter now because you don't want to bring this line out into play because this is 50-50 ball at best right now.
right. And that line out is taking another lucky line out
Yep.
today. We've seen a bunch of those.
What's that? I'd rather be lucky than good.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure the Lumberjack back line was all offsides anyway.
The play on.
He's off his feet.
Albany approaching.
Must reset. Yeah.
There's a nice bruising little run there. Just, you know, be patient. You still got some time. What do you think the time is on this, Greg?
I've got just over 13 minutes remaining, according to my watch.
All right. In tournament rugby, that's plenty of time.
Yep. Albany now in this crash ball. And the crash ball is fine, but it requires quick ball, right? Once you get that ball into contact, you got to be there with the support, and you got to get it out quickly.
And you got to be deep. They're all flat-footed.
Yes.
Right? They're not on a burst. They're not surprising anybody. They're standing there waiting to receive the ball, and they're receiving it static.
Side entry. Yep, that's a good call. Lumberjack defender was there on his feet going to go for the jackal, and then he was taken out from the side. No, you got to come through the proverbial gate when you enter the tackle area. He came in from the side. Easy call for referee John Morgan. And another Albany drive.
And there's
Stopped.
the kick at the touch. Yeah. And just like that, there's another line out in Albany territory for the Lumberjacks.
We talked about before this game, as the game started, we talked about the Albany cohesiveness. They're probably going to have an advantage of set piece. Their scrum's going to be stronger. And their kicking game, thanks to Jack Burns, is going to be much stronger. But look, everything they've done, you have to give the Lumberjacks credit because they're playing the game that you have to play to beat this Albany team.
All right, just coming in is Eric Harris, number 10.
They've got numbers to the right if they want it.
And look at this. They are about to go in for another try. Just battling away, holding on for dear life. Albany
Penalty
on defense.
advantage. to the Lumberjacks.
And there's a penalty advantage, as Greg just said,
This
being
is
played
This, right?
for the Lumberjacks. And there's a man down. He's
I'll let
back
this
up on his
burn
feet,
out,
though.
but,
And there's that
bring me
little
another
kick.
one for the camera.
See a little champagne rugby. Oh!
You did. Never mind.
Bounced
Okay,
around,
good.
bounced backwards,
That's the only
but no,
thing.
it'll all come back. Or will it?
Should.
He's going to have a conversation with his AR. I'm not sure really why. He needs to come back here to that penalty he had underneath the post in favor of the Lumberjacks.
And it's a try. Wow.
Maybe that's why he's having the conversation.
That's why. You know, we're a little bit farther away. We're basically on the other side of midfield line, and that's the far corner.
Yeah, that one's going to be a tough sell for me. I saw the ball bounce around there. Unless their team got together, the AR and the referee, and it must have been the AR who was saying, hey, look, that ball came backwards. It was not a knock-on, and because it was in goal, that means they could go ahead and ground it, and as a result, they got to try.
It looked like Seth Simon, the number 3, was involved in that and batted it back while he was in the try zone.
Yep.
And then somebody else pounced on it.
The assistant referee is right there on the call. From my point of view, from the other side of the field, looking through plexiglass,
right.
I clearly had a superior point of view.
With your binoculars fogging.
Yes. So yeah, give the referee team there some credit for getting together, taking their time, and getting the right call.
And
nice
just just underscoring his player of the match performance.
Yeah.
Spencer nails that conversion from the ridiculous angle.
Yeah, no, he's a great display of kicking. We talked a lot about Jack Burns coming in. There's that short kick we talked about.
Quick restart tried by Albany there. They're not fooling anybody, and they just gave the Lumberjacks a little bit more field possession. And now the man that you want the ball in the hands of, Andrew Spencer, who's just calm and collected. Now they're going to try to spin it. There's Simon. Did he drop it? No. I guess it's still good. That's a good burst by the 15.
Look at Burns chase him down.
Burns brings him into touch. Or not? Yeah, he brings him into touch. But what a run by the number 15.
Yeah.
Conrad Hilligheim.
So we talked after the last Albany restart, why go deep? Because you're just going to give the ball to Spencer. Spencer's going to kick it into touch, and the line-out's a little iffy. And what we have here, this restart, they tried to go a little bit short, and credit to the Lumberjacks. They were ready for it, got the ball, and immediately attacked. And it looks like Mr. Spencer is taking a knee.
He's waving his black cap.
Yeah.
He's got to be gassed, if nothing else.
And it looks like we're going to keep on playing.
You know, we've seen a few beefy fly halves in this tournament. None other than Forrest Morgan of the Mountaineers, local product. He's always played with a few extra pads on.
Just, look, I don't know why we got a body shame right now. Just because, love who you are, right? And if you identify as a fly half, you identify as a fly half. Getting some substitutions squared away here as we restart with the line out.
Ball is in.
Again, Albany lost their line out. That's got to be frustrating. Nice little kick through. Who's got wheels?
Who's got wheels?
Dead ball.
Oh, it's all the way out.
Should be a 22.
And you're exactly right.
All right, if my watch is correct, we have just over 7 minutes remaining as we make a few more changes here for the Lumberjacks.
Thank you.
Albany down 3 tries, so we're looking at the situation. It's time to bring out the big guns, the Billy Baru, the trick plays, do something, right?
You got to do something.
Yeah, get the secret weapon out. The guns of Navarone, whatever you got.
The kitchen sink.
That's it. Start throwing it.
Flea flicker.
Yes. Go to the last page of your rugby playbook.
The Nebraska Steinkooler.
Do something because you're deep in your own territory and you need to get something going.
Here's Burns looking back. Oh, they finally give the ball to Nick Shaw. And he gets hammered by 2 Lumberjacks.
And he knocks it on.
You know, on
Penalty
defense,
here.
Greg, on defense all day. It might be overstating the
Here we go.
obvious. Here's a
Here we
card.
go.
Oh, yeah. Insult to injury.
Yep. And that's just a crack in the defense, right? They crash that ball. Crash ball, you're trying to do 2 things. The first thing you're trying to do is you're trying to break through that defense and get them on their back foot. Once you get tackled, though, you really got to focus on the recycle. You really got to do what you do to get the ball back to your team who should be there in support. And you can't do that if you knock the ball on.
All right, so now Albany's got to come back with a man in the bin.
And if he makes this kick, they're going to be down 4 scores.
So what you're saying is it's unlikely.
I'm saying there's a chance, but.
And the kick is up. And that kick is good.
All right.
So he adds the points, and it's now 30-6.
Yep. Tell you what, I will bet on a great Albany comeback for the ages, just because it's been the type of tournament where we can see something like that.
I'll take that bet.
Okay, but I'm only taking the bet if you lend me $10.
You know that 10 I owe you? Lend me another 10. I'll owe you 20.
Jack Burns to restart. This is a nice one. This is a nice depth, nice height.
It ricochets off a hand and a shin, but
that came off. That came off a black foot or a lumberjack foot. So that should have been offsides there.
Right. Can't be.
I think the ref's got it.
He's got it now. And that's going to be. Yep. There you go.
He's going to go quick. Albany, for his youngsters watching this, Albany does a really good job when they catch the ball, 2 hands out in front. Uh-oh. I'm going to pause my lesson. Looks like we got a little blood on the field that may have.
And he's claiming high tackle, and it's not called. How did you miss that?
Looks like we're going to be looking at, a little. There's a nice shot of the cut in the head. Anyone who's ever had a head wound know that they bleed easily. Yeah, he's going to go off on the far side. Yeah, a lot of head when you get cut in the head. Just ask.
That's Josh Marchisio.
Any Kennedy will tell you that.
Oh, boy. That's too soon.
All right. Trying to get the numbers sorted out here. I don't know why we have the technical zone manager out in the field.
So Seamus has a rarey bird, and he keeps feeding it, and every day it doubles in size until it's like bigger than the house, and he has to have the roof taken off the house. And of course they're in Ireland, and this rarey bird is like bigger than the house, so they get it in the back of a truck, and they drive it to the cliffs, and they're about to dump it, and they look down and they go, "Oh, that's a long way to Tipperary."
Really? Really?
I'm here all week, ladies and gentlemen.
I think we should do a flash poll for our viewing audience to see how many push-ups you should have to do for that joke.
It'll be 1, because that's all I can do.
Restarting with a scrum.
All right, here we go.
I do believe referee Morgan had time off there. So my watch may be a little bit fast, but I've got about 3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes remaining. Anything can happen in 3 minutes. Do you remember the old Blue Maroons versus the Tampine Lions?
No, I wasn't born yet.
'16. They came back. They were down by 40 points with 3 minutes left.
They've had the dominant scrum all day. It's just not been a big factor in the game. Nice little passing there. Got to finish. Got to finish.
And nice defense, though.
Yep.
Just doing what they got to do, taking care of business. That might have been Mr. Harris in on that tackle.
That's what the theme of the game for me has been the Lumberjacks defense. I give them a lot of credit for contesting the breakdowns at the right time, at the same time covering the kicks, especially those from the boot of Jack Burns, who's a really good kicker. Albany, of course, using space, getting the ball wide when they want to, just like they did right there, and the Lumberjacks coming up and covering it well and defending the line out. They've harassed the Albany line out all game long.
If that was Harris, I just got to bring up a little note on Harris. It says here that he slept in a box 2 days prior.
I'm not sure what to make of that.
I don't know. It's in the anecdotes.
He's rucked out. Let's go.
All right, going the other way. Shoulder smashing into the ball carrier, and that's going to be a penalty.
Yep.
Offside against
that's
the
that
Lumberjacks.
Aggressive defense. They're not back 10.
Now they can play the ref because they've got the big lead, so you can start to take liberty, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Jack Burns' shirt almost ripped off him.
And again, you're watching Albany catch the ball flat-footed. A little bit better there. Now quick. Need the ball quickly. Penalty advantage too, Albany.
They got him on the outside. Can he turn that corner? No way.
Good coverage.
Oh, great defense again.
We'll come back for the penalty, but that's good coverage again. That's a good example of Albany getting the ball outside and the Lumberjacks shutting them down.
Too late. And look at the guys that are there first.
Yep.
You got the blue and black jerseys are there in place before the guys that have the penalty awarded to them.
Yeah, those are skills you typically don't see in the over 35, over 45, over 65, over 80. All right, set it up. You don't have any time.
Well done to hold on to that ball, but it's stripped.
He didn't.
There. And now coming back with a little bit of a counteract that deep in their own end. There's Harris. He puts it up. Can he get his own kick? What kind of hop will it take? It takes a Harris hop. Oh! But good coverage on defense.
Yeah.
But going all the other way anyway.
No, that's a knock on.
Oh, he's coming back. Because that was called the... Yeah, it's a knock.
He went to regather his own kick in a brilliant athletic display and brilliant hustle. Really good job and just unlucky on the bounce.
But that was a great play by Eric Harris.
That was.
Right? That's what you do when you're on the wing and isolated, not get tackled into touch.
That is exactly right. He kept that ball in play, turned a defensive field position into an attacking threat. Now he's got Albany back on their heels in their own territory, down by 24 points. With almost no time left. You can keep that $10. I won't need it.
All right, thank you. But I was serious about borrowing that other 10. The wheel on the scrum, no matter. The ball's out. Burns with a look back inside. But that smothering Lumberjack defense. The Lumberjacks have just been chopping trees all day on defense.
There you go. That took a lot longer to get in than I thought. Yeah. I thought you were early with the Monty Python reference, but late with the chopping tree.
But it was a question. I said, is it too soon?
It doesn't matter. You brought it up. Here we go.
Right, on the outside, the best hair in the tournament kicks the ball, and that's another good play.
Look at
That's
this.
what you do when you're on the wing and isolated.
Well covered.
But, yeah, well covered and a good counter. Here we go. 22, dodges, weaves, gets somehow into the open.
Oh!
There's a hospital pass. That's our first of the day.
Yep.
The last thing you want to do is get hurt when you're leading by 24 points with a minute left in the match on a hospital pass.
Who's got wheels? Play on. Oh.
That'll be a knock on and a scrum down, and that's not going to be a knockdown and a scrum down because it's the game, and the new champion in the club division, in the men's club division, are the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, fair play to them. Congratulations, Lumberjacks. Guys from McQuaid High School, Rochester, New York, and University of Wisconsin came together and really put on a defensive clinic against a very good Albany side.
Tip your cap to Albany, the Knickerbockers.
Yep.
They always compete. But just got to leave you with one question.
Yeah.
Would you rather live in Albany or Rochester?
Oh, jeez. That's a tough one. Is there none of the above?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I guess Rochester.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break and be right back with our next match.
By the way, your man of the match is Mr. Spencer.
Yes.
I thought he did a great job organizing his team on attack and defense. And then with his own boot, kept him gave his team a dominant lead.
All right.
Well deserved.
Okay, so the next one up, ladies and gentlemen, will be the Snowcats and Beanburgers in the women's premier final. Thank you to Greg Gilliam. We'll be back in just a second.
I gotta believe that at one point his
I'm gonna go to the bathroom here for a minute, so my camera's gonna be just on auto.